So, welcome to week 2 and vlog 2. This week was my auditions for Guys and Dolls. I found out what part I got, and then we started blocking scenes. So in this vlog I'm going to speak through just what we did, how it all panned out, and where we're going from there. So, on Monday we came into college, and what we had to do is prepare. We were given two lib sheets, and we had to eat one or the other. I learned both just because it was easier, just in case I needed to get up and do both. And I also took in a song. So last week David said you're allowed to choose any song you want. It has to be sort of a substantial time. So mine was 65 seconds to be exact. And I chose to do Rocking the Boat, which is Nicey Nicey Johnson's song, and that's the part I went for, and I did the last 65 seconds, and I chose this just because that's when that song really gets going and the music builds up, and it gave me a chance to show David what I could do with my voice, and it allowed me to do a little bit more experimentation with movement and adding a little bit of dance into it. I did, but it wasn't too much. I didn't go in with a whole choreograph routine. It was just a little bit of dance. But yeah, like I said, the reason why I chose this song is because I thought it would show the research I'd done into the character, and I was hoping to show David that I'd grasped the concept of Nicey Nicey Johnson as a character, being that he's very... Depending on how it's played, he's very he's got massive charisma he's got loads of charisma about him. His characters are a really big one, and the fact that this song really shows his adventurous side, and the fact that he's got a really brilliant imagination. So that's why I went into it. So I did the singing first, and we all went in individually to do our singing. David did a little bit workshop-ified, where with some people he got them to sing it again, and he'd go through it twice with them, or some people he just did it once and he said that's fine, and just everyone went in one by one, and it was made into a really easy process. It was one where we went on our dates of birth, so no one could have really, it wasn't unfair at all. It was a really, really nice way to do it. And after we did singing, we then went in as a full class, and again we got to workshop through our lib with each other, so we got to run it. I think we went into threes, and we just spoke the lib through with each other, with each person, so boy and girl, or girl and girl, or boy and boy, and got a little chance before actually auditioning in front of David. That one was a little bit different in the fact that we all auditioned in front of each other, but it made it a lot less tense, and it made it a lot more enjoyable, which I really enjoyed. So that's how the audition day went. From the audition day, I feel that if I was to audition again for another musical, I did a lot of research into the character of the song and the way the song was sang. Performing arts student, not an English student, sorry. Rather than putting more research into how the lib was said. So I feel that next time I need to make sure that I'm giving 100% performance on the song, but also 100% performance on the lib, to show character and the fact that I could carry a character in both sides of the situation, not just singing and not just the acting part. But it was something I learned, and it really made me think that I could have done a lot more research and put a lot more time into learning the lib for the piece. After this, we then had a few days while David decided what he wanted to do with the parts, and we went into Ruth's lesson, and we started learning some choreography for for Look Be a Lady. This was a really good experience. Ruth really hit us hard on this first rehearsal. She'd come in with a choreograph routine, and we've done about a minute. Just blocking it. It's not cleaned at all, but just blocking it, and really at this point we didn't know what our characters were, so instead of blocking it with our characters there, we blocked it as just a full company, being in the whole thing, and it's looking, although it's got a lot of way to go, it's got a lot of cleaning to go through, it's looking really good, and it's given anyone a lot of positivity towards this project, and I think everyone's really excited. So the day after that, we had David come into one of our lessons and announce what parts we would be playing. I was cast as Nathan Detroit. For me, this was a shock, just because I hadn't thought about being that character, and I didn't really know what that character entailed. Obviously, I didn't research into it, but because I was so set on Nicey Nicey Johnson, I didn't really give the other one time. Like I said, my first thoughts were I was disappointed, just because I really would have enjoyed to sing that song. However, I feel like I've soon put that behind me, and once I went home that evening and did loads of research into Nathan Detroit, see what he was in throughout the musical, see what part he played, see that he's also a very funny character and he really holds the show. I am really happy with the character. Like I said, it's a character that I've never really played a funny character, so it's going to be, although it's going to be really exciting, it's going to be a little bit more challenging for me. Because it's a completely new thing. What I think I will find hard is bringing the funny side out of the script as much as I possibly can. Because it's supposed to be good, it's supposed to be quick pace, really quick comedy, you know, have the gags here and there and everywhere, but just keep it going, and I really don't want to lose anything. So throughout the next couple of weeks I'm really going to try to look over the lib and to see which parts I can pull out as really funny jokes and which parts I can just have a quick old chuckle at. But I'm very excited. On a whole, musical theatre is something that I really enjoy the most, and I'm really happy that as our end of year project we've got to do musical theatre. So now I'm cast as Nathan Detroit. I'm really looking forward to how it's going to pan out and what the next few weeks will bring. And it's just one thing that on Friday of this week we started blocking the scenes, and we've done the whole of scene 1. Scene 1's a really long scene. It's about 4 pages long, and it involves loads of different sections. You know, there's loads of transitions from scenes. People are coming in, people are coming out, and it's going really well. Again, I haven't learned any of the lib for it yet, because we were just blocking it through and I was writing all my notes on my script, but it looks really good, and I'm hoping to see what next week brings in terms of blocking and in terms of how Ruth's choreography is going to go. So yeah, thank you.